Hi everyone, welcome back. So as you can see here, got a baxi combi that is going up to 90 degrees, cutting off for hot water, cooling back down, coming back in again. So not very consistent hot water. So yeah, as you can see here, I'm just going to start draining it down because I'm suspecting a block plate. How I normally determine that is I'll put my hand through, touch the plate. If on one side it's going to be boiling hot, the other side is going to be cold, then I can pretty much guarantee that it's going to be a plate. So lucky with these isolations that I can isolate the cold mains there, just let a bit of air into the system. So what I normally do is just crack the nut, and then yeah, took it outside, cleaned it all up, and then yeah, put it all back in. As you can see, temperature's rising quickly here, but it does settle down again. There you go, so 76, 77. Customer wants it nice and hot, so that's how they get it. So yeah. Wow, it's cold, it's cold, it's cold. So yeah, so basically as you saw in that one, the temperature's just rising very, very quickly up to say like around about 90, 95 degrees, then cutting off, waiting to cool down again, then kicking back in again. So yeah, block plate. How I normally diagnose that is I'll just put my hand in, feel the plate, and if you can't feel the heat getting through it, then you can kind of guarantee that it's going to be the plate really. Yeah, so I took it out. At first I was like, oh, it's actually really clean inside. So I took it outside, used some spirits of salt just to clean it out. There was no bubbling like normal, etc. So I was like, okay, I'll leave it for like 10-15 minutes. Took it back inside and then just flushed it through with a tap. Yeah, lo and behold, all the bits started coming out then. Yeah, running lovely now. So as you see, 76, 77. The customer wants it really hot, so it's up to them how they want to run their boiler. So yeah, I just run it at its maximum really, and that's how they want it. So as long as it's not overheating up there, I'm happy. I know it'll be working on all the showers now. So yeah, on to the next one.
Next job, just bleeding a rad, bit of a chewed up, if it decides to actually show. But I ended up just using my little spanner and managing to turn it. And hopefully I won't do it tight, and then the customer will be able to use their bleed key in the future. Right, so I've noticed that it's very slow to fill, and I thought I'd come up here and check. But basically, there's no water coming out of this ball valve. So we know what's going on. It's not going to fill, which is why these rads are not going to heat up. So yeah, possibly a faulty ball valve. Cool, I'll sort that out. Right, so let the system fill, the basic just this point here is jammed. So I've got a new one out as well. I need to get the system filled up. And also, just for good measure, zone valve is C solid. This should climb now that we're getting water. There we go. Slowly. Timing is changing as well. There we go. Pump speed back up. 2-port valve now, or 3-port valve now working fine. Go upstairs and check these. There we go. And the tank level is now up as well. So yeah, everywhere's vented, everywhere's running good. I'll just double check that stops, which it does. So yeah, lovely.
So this one's an old glowworm, got called out to a water leak every time the hot water was being used. Found this diaphragm leaking. Someone's obviously been there before, as you can see by the silicone, I think a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, you can just see it dripping there every time it was being used. So just ordered up a new plate and diaphragm, came back the next day and sorted that out.
Right, so I just turned up to Worcester RI, saying they've got hot water but no heating. As you can see, central heating's on there. Valve was moved across. Pump's running. So let's have a look and see what's actually going on. It seems to be working. Right, let's see. So one thing you can do, you can look through, you can see if the paddles have been made, but I've undone it. So let's take it off and then see if it continues to move across. Oh, I thought I'd undone it. Okay, yeah, there we go. So that is C solid. You go, pin out, tap down, free it up. Right, so I'm just going to change this over now. New head on there. Got the earth out. And basically what I'm going to do, I know it looks like a jumble of wires. I'm literally just going to do one wire at a time. and then just work it like that. So what I've done, I've cut the bottom off this cable. This was already broken, and then I'm just going to do one wire at a time. Lovely, so it's motored over lovely. That's all wired in, and yeah, off we go. So if anybody knew, what I tend to do is I cut this off, so I haven't got the weight of that to worry about. I've just got a stub here, and then I can literally just pull one wire out at a time and work my way through without missing any. Lovely. So I've just turned the temperature up just to get the boiler to run, but yeah, all good.
This one here was basically just a Weisemann with F5. Found that the fan wasn't working properly just because this heat exchanger was clogged up.
Yesterday, and basically found that the boiler was on all the time, calling for heat all the time. So I was like, what the hell's going on? Trying to work it out, and I was like, well, okay, so checking everything, checking all the thermostats, making sure that wasn't sending a signal, that was okay. I was like, what is going on? Running a hot tap, it was still getting hot water. And then after a little while, and I'm talking a little while, about half an hour, I noticed that this wasn't actually clicking when the micro switch was coming out. So I was like, okay, maybe it's something to do with that. And if you look at the old one, it's not actually clicking. So it's always on. I tried to repair it yesterday, but it had no chance. So yeah, it just comes with a new wiring loom, and you just have to wire it into the pump and all the various bits. But yeah, just a handy little thing. You know, if it's constantly on, have a look at one of these. So we'll get some power back on, and let's see. So what was happening was, straight away, this back micro switch, which is a pump proving switch, would come straight on. So we'll try it now, and it still comes on. Hopefully that's just for like preheat maybe. Let's see. Oh, cool. No, it was basically just that the thermostat was up. So yeah, it's on, so it's all good. So yeah, we'll just check that micro switch now. So I'll run the tap. Click. Boiler's on. Turn it off. And again, no demand, nothing running. And at the back is running, so is not running. So what I'll do, I'll go and turn the thermostat up now. So I'm going to go and turn the thermostat on. And there we go. You can see it come up. So that's for the heating. So now I'll go and turn it back off again. And there we go. It's gone back off again. So yeah, brilliant.
I put this bit up on my Instagram stories, just a little quiz. As you can see, just turn it on, you can hear a bit of a buzzing, wondering whether it's the actual PCB or not. So yeah, just a little quiz. But yeah, just put some of this fan oil on there. And
okay, lights are on, pumps on, valves across, boiler dead. Not even trying. What are we saying? I know where I'm going to go.
so yeah, fast flashing. I just looked through this on my phone to see what it was. Ignition lockout. So yeah, just turn the boiler off, turn it back on again, and as you can see, nothing's happening with that fan. Usually they would pulse, so you can see it trying to move, but it can't. And yeah, I think it actually snapped off the shaft. So yeah, the customer did report it had been noisy for a few weeks, but yeah, it just wasn't spinning at all. So I just wonder whether it snapped off the shaft or something like that. So I removed the fan assembly, new red seal, all of that sort of stuff. Checked all my FGA readings, they're all good. But as you can see, it's all up and running well. So yeah, just a faulty fan. Thanks again everyone for subscribing. Please keep commenting, liking, subscribing as you are. So yeah, thank you very much guys.